I want to start my speech with something different. I want you all to imagine a funeral, but not a funeral with flowers, rituals, or grieving faces. But I want you all to imagine a funeral that happens every day, quietly, silently, and it's unnoticed. It happens when a student decides not to participate in a competition he's passionate about just because thinking what will people say. It happens when an artist hides his sketchbook forever in wardrobe just because someone laughed at him. It happens when a person wakes up, gets dressed, goes to work or school, does what they are told, come back home, scroll social media to just numb their brain, and then sleep. They don't live, they just exist. They smile in photos but cry in silence. That's the kind of death I'm talking about. Not the one which stops your heartbeat, but the one which suffocates your dreams. Hi, I'm Syed Makhiluddin, and today I'm here to talk about the topic died at 25 and buried at 75. And yes, I'm not that 50 years old to come here and give guideline speeches, but yes, I have seen it enough. Adulthood isn't the often end of the childhood, but it is the end of passion, it is the end of dreams, it is the end of curiosity. Why? I've seen that light fade away. Okay, I have seen my seniors who once dreamed of writing poetry, making robots, and now they just want to complete the syllabus, leave the college or school, and do the job. Now, the reason why I've chosen this topic is actually really good reason. Like, when you see this graph, there is an increase in the people who give up on their passions. If we see, since the year 2016 to 2022, there's a rapid increase in the people who give up on their passions. The line is steeper. The steeper the line, the more the change. As we can see, that this line is steeper, which means there is a big change in the people who give up on their passions since COVID-19, since lockdown. Now let's check how this happens. I will divide my speech into 5 sections. First, let's go through the brief introduction about the topic. Next, we will see how it happens. Then, what are the signs, what are the consequences, and how you can stop it. First one is, let me give you a brief introduction. Died at 25, buried at 75. Sounds poetic, right? As if I'm writing a poetry. Maybe even exaggerated, but it's painfully real. It means by the age of 25, many people give up on their passions, their dreams, their curiosity, just because of society, parents. For the people who don't even ask them, after 10 years, they give up their passions. And the time when they give up their passion, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, they are already dead. And they just exist and get physically buried at 75. Okay, now let's check how this happens, okay? I call it as 4Ds formula. Death by doubt, death by delay, death by default, and then death by distraction. So now let's check every single point. First one is death by doubt. It begins with a whisper. You are not good enough. One failed test, one rejection, one comparison, and you start to doubt your ability. You start to doubt your potential. And slowly that self-doubt changes into hesitation. You hesitate to take first step. You hesitate to take part in the competitions. One failed attempt and society thinks that that is the end of your life. Now you don't have any attempt left. But let me tell you a story. We all know the GOAT of basketball, right? Michael Jordan. You know, he worked for hours, practiced for hours, but at the end, he was kicked out of his high school basketball team. Think what he felt. He was ashamed. Everyone laughed at him. Everyone was taunting him, but still he didn't give up. He practiced again and again. He practiced more, and today the world knows him as the GOAT of basketball, greatest of all time. That's the thing. Never give up. If you fail, don't give up. Next one is death by delay. I will do it after my boards. I'll do it after my college. I will do it after my degree. I'll do it after I get settled. We procrastinate again and again. Your passion waits and then it withers. Remember one thing, procrastination is the biggest enemy of a human. If you procrastinate, you will never be able to succeed in your life. You will never be able to reach your dream life. Third one is death by default. Society labels us toppers, managers, engineers, doctors. They want us to do what they so-called say safe. If someone says in this society, like, I want to become a fashion designer, what society says? Oh, a fashion designer? You should go for doctor or engineer, right? It has more scope. Our dream is paved by expectations of society, and your dream job becomes a dream compromise. Fourth one is death by distraction. Phones, social media, influencers, Instagram, TikTok. We spend hours watching them. But what about your life? What's going in your life? Have you think about it? You got a lot of time to see those influencers, but you got no time to work on your dream. You're not just tired, you're too overstimulated that you don't want to do it. Now we have seen how this happens. Let me show you the percentage of how people get affected. When you see this graph, 39% of people get career uncertainty. This is a bar graph presented by PISA, okay? It was a career assessment test. And parents strongly influence career path, that's 48%, and felt pressure and follow the job which society says. And there are just other graphs showing the reasons which I have already mentioned. Next one is, what are the signs? First one is, you're always tired. Not that one, oh, I didn't sleep for a whole night, I was studying, I am tired, I was doing this thing, I'm tired. Not that one. But the one, oh my God, now what's the point? Where everything feels so dull, even 8 to 10 hours sleep, you feel done. The soul level exhaustion where everything feels so dull that you don't want to do anything. This is the first sign. Second one is, you have stopped dreaming. When was the last time when you dreamed something wild? Think about it, okay? Which fastened your heartbeat like anything. You were nervous, you were not able to sleep whole night just because of the excitement of that thing. Okay, I can say it was the last night, I was so nervous and I was excited for this event. But if it takes you time to analyze and check when was the last time, then you are on the road to the death. Because a life without a purpose is nothing. When you have stopped dreaming, eventually you have stopped living your life. A life without a purpose is nothing. Next one is, you are changed from a person who was an extrovert to an introvert. Okay? If you can't live in a room with full of music, okay, there's all music, okay? Or if you were a person who was an extrovert and now just want to sit in the corner of a room where everyone are there, then that's also a sign that you are being on the road to the death. Next one is, you envy the alive. What does this mean? When you see someone who is building, who is chasing their dreams, who is doing what they want, you get angry. You get jealousy. Not because just you're angry at them, but because you already gave up on the dream and now they are doing something else and you don't want to see that. That sting when it comes when you see someone else doing the dream which you wanted, it stings. Now let's check what are the consequences. First one is, you waste your gift. Not that party gifts, but a God gifted. We all came into this world with something different, something which no one else has. The ability of things which you can do, no one else can even think about it. If I'm not good in studies, I may be good in sports. If I'm not good in sports, I may be good at arts. If I'm not good in arts, maybe in dancing, maybe in singing, but something or another, I'm good in something. You got a gift from the God, and that is called talent. Don't waste your talent. Talent is a gift. If you use it, you will reach the skies. Or if you waste it, you will just be on the ground. Next one is you live in regret. Same as you envy their life. When you see someone younger achieving the dream which once you dreamed of, you pretend to be smile, you look happy, but at the mind, at the backhand, you will be thinking, this is the same thing which once I dreamed of. This is the same thing which I tried to do. And if at that time I would have changed my decision, I would be somewhere else. Third one is affect others. Okay, many of us think that talent is only related to us, talent is only related to yourself, but no, it's not. Okay, now we can see those lights in the auditorium, right? For my sake, okay, it's sitting on my eyes. If I'm saying, I want to dim those lights. I'm doing it for my sake, but aren't I making this room darker for you all people? Aren't I making this room darker for all you people? That's how your talent affects everyone around you. Fourth one is unfinished story. Your life ends with a question, not with a statement. Your dream unexplored. Your talent unnoticed. Your dream job finished. When you will be on the deathbed, you will be thinking that one decision, if I would have changed in my life, I would be somewhere else, or I would be happy in my life. Your life ends with a question. Your talents get unnoticed. You're just unexplored. Your life ends with a question. Okay? Now, until and unless we are alive, it's not too late. You can still change it, and you still have time. Now, let's check how you can do it. First one is, you see the symbol of bulb? That is, reignite your curiosity. Start asking yourself questions. Okay? Stand in front of a mirror and ask yourself, if I like this thing, why do I like it? If I hate this thing, why do I hate it? If I want to do this thing, why I want to do it? Ask yourself questions, and surely you will see the betterment. Okay. Next one is, you see that symbol? Take micro risks. Bring something change in your life, not that again and again loop that happens again and again, that same life. Bring something change. Take risk. Okay, now all the students, please don't bunk the school and start traveling saying, change in my life or risk. I'll be escorted from the stage and even from the school, I think. So bring something change. If I don't like speaking in front of your parents or in front of your teachers, in front of your siblings, try to give a speech. Try to speak. Take a micro risk. Take a micro risk, and you will surely be betterment in the thing which you don't like. Third one is, create before you consume. As I said about the death by distraction, we get hours watching influencers. Okay, it may motivate you, it may give a direction, but before that, create something. You may write a blog, you may write an article, you may shoot a video, do something, but first create, then consume it. First do it yourself, then see it. Okay? Next one is, give your talent 30 minutes daily. Identify your talent, identify your gift, and give it at least 30 minutes daily. Your talent is special. Give it 30 minutes. If I'm good in arts, give it 30 minutes. Try sketching, try shading. Surely at the end of the day, you will learn something new. If I would have don't know painting, at the end of the day, I will learn something new. Okay? Give your talent 30 minutes at least daily. Let it be in front of your parents, in front of your teachers, in front of your siblings, in front of your friends, anyone. but give it at least a bit of your time. Next one is embrace failure. Many people give up as soon as they fail. One failed attempt, go in the corner, sit and done. But that's not the life. Okay? Remember what APJ Abdul Kalam said? If you fail, never give up. Because fail means first attempt in learning. Now you may be thinking it's easy to say, but practically it's not possible. Okay, let me give you an example. We all know, right, the one of the most famous fast food chain brand in the whole world, KFC. We all know KFC. The founder of KFC, his recipe didn't get rejected once, twice, thrice, but 101 times. That's a huge number, right? 101 times his recipe got rejected. Think what he had gone through. But he didn't give up. He revised something, or he brought something changes, and today his KFC is one of the world's famous fast food chain brand. Next one is build a supportive circle. This is one of the most important thing. If you stay with people who demotivates you, who criticizes you, who uninspires you, who wants you to waste your time, you will never build yourself. Whereas if you stay with the people who inspires you, who motivates you, who builds you, who teaches you new things, then you will be on another place. Build a supportive circle. Now, let's talk about talent. As throughout my speech, I have been saying about talent, 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 talent. Okay, what talent is? Let me show you. You see this tree? Talent is same like this. Talent is like a seed. If you bury it under fear, it will never grow. But if you give it water, if you give it time, if you give it efforts, it will grow as a tree and give shade to the whole world. Your talent is not related to you only. Marie Curie, who had a talent of studying science, discovered radioactivity. And today in many hospitals, that same theory is being used to treat cancer patients. X-ray machines, everything. Her talent was not only related to her, but to the whole society. It became a tree and gave a shade to the whole world. Cancer treatment, radioactivity is being used in cancer treatment. What a big thing it is. Your talent is not only related to you, it's related to whole world. Okay, in conclusion, I want to say that until and unless you're alive, it's not too late. It's not the end. Until and unless you're alive, you still have time. You still have time to rebuild yourself, still have time to bring changes in your life. Let them bury a body, not a dream. Let them say he lived fully, he did not paved his job by society. He lived fully. Don't let your biography become a tragedy. Let it begin the thing which everyone whispers and give examples of. I would like to end my speech with a beautiful quote which I really liked. Okay? Dance like there's nobody watching you. Sing like there's nobody listening to you. And live like there's heaven on the earth. Thank you.